what's up, gang? Team Flambeau Outdoors. Getting all packed up. Y'all know the time is almost here. See, I got my ground blinds right here. I'm gonna put this stuff out in the woods in a couple of days. Got the truck gun ready. I'm gonna talk to y'all about decoys today. Deer decoys. A lot of y'all probably don't use these. Probably been intimidated or something like that. But it's okay. I'm gonna give you a couple of quick tips. I bought a couple of these a few years ago. About a month or so ago, I bought 2 more. We're gonna go ahead and take it out the box and show y'all how to put it together. Boss Babe, made by Flambeau Outdoors. Make some pretty good products, y'all check them out. We're gonna go ahead and take this out the box for the first time. You see here, I already got my other 3. I've already took them out. A couple of them already been used. But I saved this last one for y'all. So inside the box, it all comes in a nice big plastic bag. Box is empty. I'm gonna sit down here while I do this and show y'all this. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and slide this out. This back there. Now inside the cavity is where you got everything. First thing we got, with these decoys, they give you 2 sets of ears. One of the ears are in a submissive position, and the other is in an alert position. Me personally, I like to use the ears that are in a more submissive position. Don't want to scare those deer. Don't want to alert. Alright? Set those over there. Next, got one of the legs. This looks like a rear leg. Sit it there. Looks like we got the other rear leg. Put those together. Now I know that these are the rear legs, just by the way that it's shaped. You know, this is they're not gonna have this elbow coming out like this at the front. And actually, these are marked. Some of them are marked with an L, some are marked with an R. Hence, the R is for right, the L is for left. But I'll give y'all a little tip with these. I take a Sharpie, and on these rear legs and the front legs. I see how this is stamped first of all, just to make sure. And I see that this is stamped with an R. Okay? So I know this is my rear right leg. So I'm actually gonna write here. Right rear. See that? So this one, just to make sure, on this one we'll loosen up this tab. See the L on there. This is my left rear. Take a few minutes and write this on here. We get out in the field and we set this up. This little bit of energy that we're spending right now is gonna save us a lot of headache when we get out in the field. Here, you got your head. Sit that right there. You got a handy dandy manual here. Flambeau gators. Set that right here. I'm not gonna mark the head, that's pretty obvious. Here we got that other set of ears I was telling you about, okay? So I'll go ahead and take these ears out. That's why I'm putting this together for you guys. These are the ears that I'm gonna use. Alright? Last bag we got 2 front legs. Alright, we're gonna make sure This is a stamp. See my R on here. So I will write front right on here. Front right on them. See my L on this one. It's front left. Alright, so that's all we need the Sharpie for. What I'm gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and put this decoy together. One other thing I didn't tell you, these come with what they call a neck plug. Alright? And what this does is during transport, when you put all of your parts to your decoy inside the cavity, this almost acts like a key. So you just put that in there. Right at these openings and give it a turn. It's pretty much gonna make sure none of your parts are falling out while you're transporting this in the field. So this is a pretty neat thing. That has happened to me. I've been carrying these things around and I get to where I'm gonna set it up and I have no ears or one of my legs are missing or something like that. But put it all in here and carry it at a slight angle. Everything is gonna stay inside that cavity for it. So since we're actually gonna put it together, we're gonna take this off. We don't need this right now. Only when we don't have the decoy set up. So what I'm gonna do is start off with, the rear legs. I already have these marked here. So I got this already marked, left to rear. And these just simply screw off here in these orange caps. Left to rear. You'll also see this divot right here is going to go right inside these holes. They should line up pretty good. Okay. They line up pretty good. If you get confused on these, see how this white kind of blends in with this white underbelly? That's how we know we're good. Okay, so you go ahead and take that orange cap and reach inside there. I can feel those threads. It's pretty much like a nut and bolt. Alright, that same concept. Get this tightened down pretty good. Get it hand tight. You don't need any tools or anything for this. Okay, go ahead with our the right rear. Take that orange tab off. Again, it's pretty self-explanatory, you know, once you've done it a few times. It's pretty quick. Make sure when you're doing this flat part, you want this flat part to be towards the inside of the cavity. You want this part to be out, kind of facing the ground, if you would say. So you're gonna reach in with this side first when you go to screw these legs on. It's real simple to put up. So I've been using them for a few years now. Had mixed success. A lot of people have their own opinions or reservations about using these. Don't. Give them a try. You know, they're not that expensive. It's a pretty cool thing, especially if you have a couple of days to where your hunts are bored. You know, throw these out and see what happens. Okay, right here I got my front left. Front left right here. Flat side inward. Last leg, front right. I'm just about done, folks. Now just to give y'all an idea about how I use these. You know, first of all, I don't carry these into the field on the day that I'm actually gonna use them. Alright? What I will do is way before the hunting season even start, like next week for me, I'm gonna have these set up in the field already. But I'm gonna have them hidden, and I'm gonna show you how I hide mine. But one important thing you don't want to do with these is when you're using scents, if you're using some kind of a deer lure, you know, a doe and estrus, or you know, buck and heat, something like that, trying to, you know, lure those deer in. Be careful and do not put that stuff on your decoy. You know, you want to spray your lure, your scents and stuff kind of around your decoy. I would advise you never to actually spray scents and lures on your decoy, because if you're like me and you leave these in the field for months at a time, it's going to continuously draw those animals in. You don't want to do that, okay? Spray around that area, kind of away from where you're going to hide these. All right, so we got the legs on. We'll go ahead and flip it up. Now, these does not come with stakes. I'm sure you guys have your own stakes, so you can tie them off however you want to do it. They also come with these little deals here. You can put scent pads and stuff like that. If you don't want to directly spray your scent on the decoy, you can spray it on the pad and attach that pad to your decoy. You got 4 of those, one on each leg. They got one up high here you can use, but that could be a good option too. Me personally, I spray around that area. I do not put anything that close to this decoy. I just want that scent out in the area, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and put the head on. Again, these have the notches right here. Got 2 notches right here on this part of the cavity. On the neck, you got those 2, we'll call them receiving ends, male and female. That's a good one. So we'll put those in. We'll put this male part in at a slight angle, and when you twist this, it's actually going to lock it in. So nice and gently. Alright, got that locked in. Last but not least, we got our ears. Have to look at these to see exactly how they go. Same thing, just like putting on the neck. We'll call this the male. Besides the female, it's pretty self-explanatory. You get them in, you get a slight turn. Same with this one. Okay. That's pretty much all it is to set up these Flambeau decoys. Again, these are called Boss Babes. Give y'all another Uncle DC tech tip. If you ever want to use these as a buck, I got an idea for them. Some old buck antlers, alright? And I've actually took a little time to grind this out as flat as I can get it, to where it can actually sit on top of this doe's head. Now it's a doe. Take this. Now it's a buck. It's ugly, but from a distance, I guarantee you, if a dominant buck see this, it's gonna come in for a fight, okay? Where I hunt, the deer are typically not gonna get very big in body size. Your average deer is gonna range anywhere from 90 to 100 pounds, all right? So we don't want the biggest, baddest buck in the woods when we're using our decoy as a buck. We want something that looks small and pretty much non-intimidating, hoping that'll draw in the bigger, more mature bucks, okay? They'll come in and this guy want to fight. But if I got him out looking 200 pounds, 160, 170 inch buck, that may scare away a lot of bucks, okay? So we want to be careful with that. So again, this is a great tip if some of y'all got some old smaller antlers. A lot of guys like to cut these in half and make the rattling antlers. Don't do that. You know, with all of them, keep your different sizes, keep some of those smaller ones, grind it out, set it on top of there. Now I can have one of these other ones as a doe. I got a buck in the doe decoy, you know. Another tip, when you're using these, you want to use these in some pretty open spaces if you can. Where I hunt, we'll just call it the piney woods. It's very thick. We don't have a lot of open spaces that we hunt in. But I do have some Okay, so what I'm gonna do with these decoys is set them out. And when I hide my decoys, I'm gonna simply lay them down. Take some of this camo netting. Now you gotta keep in mind, I'm using this a month before the hunting season even opens, alright? So I'm gonna spray this with the bug spray, just like I sprayed the inside of the blinds, my tree stands. I'm gonna spray the inside of this cavity real good with bug spray. You don't have to worry because we're setting it out way before hunting season comes. So that scent should be gone, okay, because it's gonna be outside the whole time. Now I'm setting this out in September. Archery season opens in October. I won't use this decoy till sometime in November. So the scent is gonna be plenty gone, okay? So once I lay that out, I'll go ahead and take this camouflage netting. I lay it around. Alright, get this in a cool spot. Now the decoy is here. Just a little tip, something that I do is work for me pretty well. Also, this eliminates you from having to carry these in on every hunt. I hunt a lot of different spots, so I'm gonna have these placed at different locations because I already know where I want to use these. That's why this year I will be utilizing 4 of them. So I'm gonna take these to that area, just put it aside, have them covered up. When I get in the hunt, whether it's in the morning, in the evening, they're already there. I'll go in, take this off, set up my decoy. Again, I hunt in thick areas. It doesn't get so windy to where to blow these over, but some of you guys who hunt those open fields and power lines and stuff like that, you may want to stake them down. For me, I'm in pretty tight, so I particularly don't use stakes on these because I just don't need them, okay? But you guys take all that into consideration when you're using these things. Again, these are Flambeau Outdoors Boss Babe decoy. You saw me set it up as a doe. You saw me set it up as a buck. Use them as a combination. I like to use the non-alert ears, okay? I like to use a submissive, hoping to draw these in. I have had success with these. I've never actually killed a deer using the decoy, but we've had success here at Team Outdoors using these with bucks and does, having to come in and get pretty relaxed, okay? Fortunately, I haven't had a legal buck to come in and present me or anyone with Team Howard Outdoors TV with the shot. Okay, so again, hopefully I didn't take up too much of your time. Y'all please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, hit me up with any questions or something like that you may have. Again, if you're a Team Howard Outdoors TV, it's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle.